it's not that we have anything against people and having relationships. What we're geared to is getting people to realization. That's why. And that's why we are so stringent on some of these things. And why it finally had to come to a point where, as people, in their heart, they're thinking in their mind, well, I really want realization, but they're not really seeing how much they're involved in the externals. They don't know how much they're really caught up in it. Because at that point, like they say, love is blind. It really is to some areas. So that's why we've made the division in the ashram. Doesn't mean that you can't go forward to realization. You can. But 9 out of 10, when you got involved with relationships and all of the body consciousness and all the other stuff that goes along with it, you're not going to go any further than oneness. In that big heart expansion. That's possible. That's possible. But to let go of those fetters and those ties and to develop vairagya, full vairagya in a relationship, difficult. Very, very difficult. And that's just the reality of that situation. So as I said before, this path is not for everyone. The path to realization in this lifetime is not for everyone, and I don't stress it for everyone. Nothing wrong with oneness, with really having that fully open heart. That's fine. It's great. It's the highest point of duality, and that's fine. It's very frightening for people to go into that absolute or nothingness or void. There are so many misconceptions about it, But it's not a negative, it's full, complete, whole. But only one can go through there. You can't go through there with a partner. Can't be done. You and the love of your life are not going through there together. It's just not going to happen. As much as we'd like to believe we can, But so that's why we have dancing hearts. You can have dancing hearts together, and that's great. Can blossom in the world and share that with the world, and that's beautiful too. It's got its place. Yeah. So that's fine. That's good. There was somebody on one of the YouTube things the other day and was saying, well, he was watching one of the ones on where the sadhu was talking about realization and stuff, that you have to go in the forest and be alone and this and that. Hridaya was asking him the questions. And he said, you need to be respectful of the Indian traditions. And I flat out answered him on the YouTube was that I am respectful when it's done in a correct way. But unfortunately, I've lived in the community of the sadhus, lived in the hut, been in the Naga communities, and 90% of it is BS now. They're drinking chai, talking story, smoking hashish all day, and bullshit. That's exactly where it's at. And if you want to actually talk about meditation or something that's, you know, forget it. Forget it. Now there are a few there, and those are very respected, the ones that are actually doing what they need to do. And the ones that are doing what they need to do, when you see them actually sitting there doing sadhana, then you leave something at their feet. You go over and leave an offering for them. But the path is not about these sadhus that are running after people and give me shoes, give me clothes, give me this, give me that, give me money, give me paisa, give me bakshish. That's absolutely forbidden. Absolutely forbidden when you take sannyas. And people have such a false view of India. The golden age of India is long past. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, living there, you get to know the communities, especially when you're living in the community, in the hut, you know, with the cobra coming through the hut, and you know. And the scorpions crawl in the embers to sleep at night because it's warm, and then they come out in the morning when you light the fires again. So people that watch YouTube videos, make no mistake, I've been there. Okay, I've done it. I've lived in the communities. And I know the sadhus, what you are supposed to be doing and what you're not supposed to be doing. And I'm not enamored in any way of the societal customs. Because there's ignorance in all societies. Okay? India notwithstanding. Okay? So just because somebody is from India, don't think that they've got a step up on things. They don't. Indians come into this path, they don't have any more knowledge than anyone else. Okay? It's the way that it is. And each culture has different things that they need to break through. We all have different sets of conditionings. The conditionings there are a little different than the conditionings here. So as a guru, you have to understand the conditionings of each culture and what needs to be broken through with people from that culture. Okay. So yes, I have great respect for those of the traditions I've come out of. Okay. People ask about my gurus. There are no big name gurus that anyone would recognize. Nobody would know Sundar Puri. Nobody would understand Sri Rajiv. Okay? And it doesn't matter. People get hung up on all of these lineages. Well, what lineage are you with? As if that makes a better teacher. And the only thing that lineage tells you is basically maybe what type of practices you're going to be doing. It doesn't give the qualification of the teacher.